Yo, what's going on, America? What up, what up, what up, what up? I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope you all are blessed and highly favored on this day. We're getting started a little bit late. My guest is having some technical difficulties. So we're going to get started. So thank you guys for coming and go ahead and share this out. We have a very special guest this evening. Her name is Miss Denise Tolbert. She's actually working on a homeless shelter that is going to benefit the people of the Lowcountry. Her name is Denise Tolbert, and she's having some technical difficulties. I see her trying to get in, but it seems like she if you can hear me, you're having some difficulties. I don't know if you have a different camera or something else that you can try. But she's gonna be in a second. Go ahead and share this video. I'll let the world know that we are here. What up? What up? What up? I see you, Ryan. What up, man? I see you. Thank you so much for joining me, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and share this out. Let the streets know that we are live. We are live. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's going on? What's going on? Looks like my homeboy Sam is live going on right now. Can't watch that right now, bro. Sorry. Love you. You share this out. We are live. We are live. We are live. There we go. She got picture now. I like we might be in business. All right. Looks like we might be in business. Looks like we might be in business. Let me go ahead and share this out, and then we'll get started. All right, we're gonna get started in just a couple of minutes. Like I said, I'm sharing this out. Go ahead and share. We're gonna be talking to Miss Denise Tolbert. All right, very shortly. Just want to go ahead and share this video. I'm asking you to also share this video because we are live. For some reason, it's not letting me share my own video. I don't know why that is. So let's go ahead and count it down.
Great adult children.
Awesome.
It's definitely in the community. He did run for Senate 2 years ago. What?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So
Let's talk about the founding of the Distinguished Gentleman's Club.
Absolutely. So about 8 years ago.
You said you're a mother. So how many children?
I have 5 kids.
Okay.
They started saying that I was their African American, and they got this from our president. You know, they were voted.
So what were you doing when you were young? The first or the second time? We both the first time.
So I was in and out.
good. Awesome. So that really is a great place to transition.
And who is sitting across from me or beside me is never going to sway that.
Listen, man. One, I'm not gonna cry on this episode.
Yeah.
I made it through all of these episodes. I think I've cried once in Congress. What are the things that you're most proud of accomplishing? You know, as a congressman and as whip.
Real Talk with ReZsaun.
Yo, what's going on? Hello, and welcome bike. Listen. Hello, world, and welcome back to Real Talk with ReZsaun, where nothing's off limits. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. I am your host, ReZsaun Lewis. Now, here on Real Talk with ReZsaun, everything's debatable, so on any given week, we could be discussing anything from sports to music to politics. You name it, we'll discuss it. Now, for those who are new to the show, Real Talk with ReZsaun also has a goal of shining a light on the great people and the great things that are happening right here in the Lowcountry and beyond. We brought on singers, we brought on poets, we brought on business owners, nonprofit leaders, politicians, you name them, we'll bring them on this here platform. And today we have none other than Ms. Denise Tolbert, who is coming on to talk about her work in the nonprofit sector. Please welcome Ms. Denise Tolbert. Applause. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, ma'am?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you.
All right. I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you. So please, for those in the audience who don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Denise Tolbert. I am the founder of the Village of South Carolina Homeless Shelter. I am a native of Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm on a mission to get the homeless off the streets in our city.
Wow. That's an amazing mission, and thank you so much for taking on that mantle. It's something that's definitely not easy to do. Just to give a little background, we like to do a little background before we get into the discussion about the actual work. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, your upbringing, where you from. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I attended the local schools here. I went to technical college for early childhood development and business management. I started a family here, and I've been here most of my life, mostly managing small businesses in low-income areas.
So what made you want to get into the work with doing work in the homeless sector?
Well, it initially started with the first cold night that we had here in Charleston, and I got up and could not find my coat. And so I just immediately thought to myself, I wonder how many homeless people were not prepared for the weather. And so I started a coat drive. During the coat drive, I realized I was going to have a lot of coats. So I started looking for recipients, and that's when I realized that there were more homeless people than I thought they were, than I actually see. And that kind of just led me in a direction of where I am right now.
Wow. So is the shelter up and running, or is it something that you're endeavoring to accomplish in the future?
Well, the train has left the station. Most things are already put in place, but it's definitely something that I'm hoping and praying will be open before the summer heat comes, so we can get these people off the streets so they don't have to weather that.
Awesome. So you talked about the work that you've done in terms of getting coats. Were there some other like intermediate steps that you took before going into trying to establish a homeless shelter, or did you go right into from the coats to the homeless shelter?
I went from the coats to putting together a business plan in the same week. And as I was putting out coats, a lot of the people started asking if I had denim jeans. So the next drive was a denim jean drive. And then after that, I hooked up with someone else, and we did a winter drive that involved hats and scarves and gloves and socks. So those are the only drives I've done so far. And right now, my main focus is just getting the shelter open.
Awesome. So do you have an area in mind where you want to house the shelter?
Well, I told my realtor that it could be anywhere between Red Top and Ridgeville. And sometimes people look at that strange because, you know, in outer areas, there may not be a bus line. But I have someone that's willing to donate a couple of shuttle buses. So the plan is to, you know, provide transportation for the residents in the shelter by hitting 50 points around the city 4 times a day with the shuttle bus.
Wow, that doesn't work. That's really good. So we have a question from the audience. Thank you, Brian Clemore, for watching. He says, what kind of supplies and stuff do y'all need? What are your most requested items? If people were to ever mail you things, where will they be mailed to? Shipping costs are tax deductible under charity, if people are wondering. So I guess he's just giving that as information. But what kind of supplies are you guys requesting in terms of, because I know you've done the coat drive and the jeans drive, but what if there's any need that you guys have in terms of donations right now, in terms of items, what are they?
The main things right now would definitely be appliances. But the other list of the wish list, it can be found on my website. It's a very long list. So if you have anything that you're willing to donate, please, by all means, reach out.
All right. And what is your website, just so we can make sure we have that for the guests as well?
That's the Village of not South Carolina, the Village of SC.org. The Village of SC.org.
All right. I don't know what just happened. My screen went off.
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Just FYI, I
Uh-huh.
cannot see you on my screen at all. I can't even see myself, so I really don't know
Oh
exactly
wow.
what's going on.
Okay. I don't know. My screen just went. My screen just went out for some reason. I don't know what just happened. Hold 1 second. I apologize.
Okay,
This is a weird night.
it is.
It's a weird night. That's okay. I don't know who just called me, but they just did. What the heck? All right, let me unplug this. Oh no, if I unplug that. All right, hold 1 second. I'm sorry. I am so. This never happens.
Well, you know, I'm new to this, so I wasn't sure if maybe I was doing something wrong.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna keep rolling with the interview, and I'll edit that part out.
Okay.
So I'm blind right now too, so don't worry. It's just that's just
Okay.
both of us right now. In terms of this interview. I don't know what happened, but that's all right. I'll edit that part out. So you talked about the work you're doing in terms of homelessness. Is there any other work that you're planning on getting into in terms of the shelter?
Well, the shelter is pretty much it. I mean, it's already a huge mission trying to get everybody off the streets
Yes.
in Charleston, Berkeley, and Dorchester County, and I'm trying to accomplish that this year. I don't want 2022 to come in and we're still seeing hundreds of people sleeping face to concrete in the city.
Yeah, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. What who have you been able to collaborate with in the community to get that work done that you've been working on?
I wouldn't say I really collaborated or partnered with anyone, but I've spoken with a number of people. I've gotten a whole lot of advice. I've gotten many offers to help me, and I'm open to all of those offers. So whoever is willing to help, I'm definitely willing to work with anybody.
Wow. Okay. Good stuff. That's really amazing to have, such a breadth of work and to be able to have, the community support. Do you feel as though you've been supported in the work that you've been able to do so far?
Well, I will say that since day one, I've had dozens of Facebook friends that have supported me consistently. And I do have a handful of people that, since we've met, we've been kind of click tight, and they've really been a really good support system. So I would say that the support is, it's overwhelming. Yeah, it's coming in. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. If your shelter is able to do the things that you want it to be able to do long term, what does that look like? What does success look like for the homeless shelter? For the homeless shelter.
Well, success would definitely look like, of course, being able to get everyone off the streets. But I also want to implement a personal development plan, for the residents of the shelter to move them from wherever they are to where they want to be. So the goal is definitely self-sufficiency.
Awesome. Awesome. What would you say to somebody who would like to get into that work, but may not really know the ins and outs of working in the sector in terms of building such an edifice?
Definitely volunteer a lot first. Definitely get familiar with those that are out, boots on the ground, so that you can make sure it's something you want to do. It is a lot of work, many sleepless nights. Yeah. And if there's anything that you believe in as far as a higher power, definitely lean on that, because you will need it. These things tug at your heartstrings, and it really affects you emotionally as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And you said the website to get in touch with your organization is thevillageofsc.org.
Correct.
And in addition to the items that you mentioned in terms of appliances and the list, if you can make a plea to the community about specific things that they can do to support you, what are some of those things that they can do in addition to donating those items?
One of the main things, aside from the donations right now, is signing the Go petition that I have out right now. Okay. This petition is addressing the state of South Carolina, asking them to assist in securing a location. So as many signatures as we can get with that, that would be like really awesome. Aside from that, I need volunteers to coordinate and help me with my fundraising campaign. Once the shelter is open, I will definitely need as many volunteers as possible to help me operate it, especially in the beginning months as donations are still coming in.
Awesome. Awesome. I hate to cut this interview short, but I don't know what's going on with my screen.
Me either.
I can see it, so I'm looking at it on here, so I can see that it's live. Everything's good. It's just that I work with two monitors, and one I don't know if it got unplugged or what, but something happened and it just went out, and I cannot see anything.
ReZsaun, my screen is completely black.
Well, I mean, but we look good. The good news is we
I'm
look
glad
great.
because I can't see myself.
Oh, we look great. You got to look back at this and be like, it looks great, but I hate that this is happening.
If we have to cut it short, if we have to cut it short, let's cut it short. But I need you to get me back on there. There's some other things that I need to talk about.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and do it. I can cut that part out too. So what other things would you like the community to know about that you're doing?
Well, other than what I've already spoken about, I want them to know that if you don't have money to donate, don't worry about that. If you have at least 30 minutes a week, that helps tremendously. This is a community task. There is no one person that can do this. I need literally like all the help I can get, and as many media platforms that will allow me to come on and spread the word. Not only am I looking for help for our city, I'm hoping that I can motivate other communities around the country to step up and provide shelter for, the homeless that are sleeping on the streets in their communities as well.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys have a number that you're hoping to reach in terms of like I know a lot of people like they'll have, when you're doing your big budgets, you have the certain amount that you need to raise. Do y'all have that number in mind that you can put out there to the community so that they can start building from that standpoint?
I hadn't put this information out, but I'll put it out now. To open this shelter and to operate it for the first year is going to cost $3.5 million.
Wow.
So currently what I'm doing is I'm raising money per area. So I have a veterans area, which is going to cost the most. So I've been focusing a lot of my fundraisers on that. So whatever money comes in for that particular fundraiser, that will be used to design the veterans area. So the fundraisers are separated like that. So I have a fundraiser for the women's area, for the men's area, so on and so forth. I could just open it up, one open area, and throw some cots on the floor. I don't want to do that. I want to design with dignity and give people some type of privacy, and it's going to cost some money. So I really need as much help as possible.
3.2 million. Now that's a lot of money. How's the support been in terms of getting the funding for that so far?
It's been held up a little bit with the huge donations because I'm still waiting on my status, my 501c3 status to be approved. And that should be done before Valentine's Day, but I've had huge pledges. So I'm expecting that as soon as I'm able to say I have that, bigger donations will come in.
That is, I definitely imagine so. But I'm glad to hear that you're already taking that step. Have you done any work in the nonprofit sector before this, or this is your first foray into the nonprofit industry? Ma'am? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, y'all, for technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on right now. This never happens. I apologize to Miss Denise. This is not good right now, but I'm gonna get it fixed. And I'm gonna bring Miss Denise back on to complete this interview and make sure it's a much better interview in terms of technology and everything. So with that being said, I'm sorry, Miss Denise. I'm sorry. I can't even end the video right now because I can't see my screen to end it. So I'm just gonna X out of here. She went away. Okay, and I'm gonna quit here. I don't know. Yo, I apologize, y'all. I don't know what's going on. What I'm going to do is I want to pick up there when she gets back in. She's coming back in. And we're just gonna pick up and we're gonna finish this interview because I finally got my screen back on so I can see again. I guess it's somehow got unplugged while I was talking. I don't know how that happened. It never happens. Those who watch the show week after week, this is the first time this has happened. But we're gonna get it right because she deserves a full interview and an opportunity to talk about the work that she's doing and so how we can support it. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Y'all know how this goes. Sometimes everything can go wrong at the same time. And I just want to make sure that she's good to go because she was doing a great job. Thank you so much, Meech Gibbs, for watching. I appreciate you. Jay Tolbert, I'm gonna get it right for your big sis, man. I apologize for the mix-ups. Ryan, thank you for watching, bro. Let me see. Wim Anderson, I see you. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, Miss Denise is coming back. She's doing that thing again. Now we back. All right. We good? I never edit my videos, right?
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm telling you. So we're good. We're good. All right. So what I want to pick up at, right? Because we had enough from the other parts that I can still piece it together with some editing. But where I want to pick up with you is we were talking about how people can support. You talked about the okay. I got the question. The question was about the nonprofit sector. All right. So I'm going to lead there. 3, 2, 1. So you were talking about the work that you're doing in terms of making sure that your 501c3 is straight so that, people can make those larger donations. Is this your first time working with the nonprofit sector or do you have experience there as well?
Absolutely no experience. This is completely new to me.
Wow. Okay. And so how's that been for you? Just going through the process.
To be honest, this was not on my vision. This was not on my vision when January ReZsaun was not. So I kind of feel like I'm being led, just kind of like just learning as I go.
Yeah. All right. So do you have like mentors that are helping you out to go through this process?
Oh, definitely. My big cousin Ken Sanders is very experienced, helping me along the way and educating me, and all of his advice has been working out perfectly. And also, the local nonprofit organizations, they'll drop advice and information in my inbox or text me from time to time just to keep me on the right page.
All right. So I want to, as somebody who works in the nonprofit sector myself, I just want to give you a couple nuggets just in case you don't have it already. One, if you're not a member of Together SC, you want to join that. They do a great job of helping to guide nonprofits in terms of everything that a nonprofit needs to know. Together SC, I think it's togethersc.org, I want to say, but they are the bee's knees in terms of helping nonprofits get to where they need to be. Everything from board development to fundraising, grant writing, all those types of things that nonprofits need to be able to succeed and thrive. You want to make sure you're doing that. I don't often give advice on Real Talk with ReZsaun, but just because I've been working, I also came from not working in nonprofit sector to joining the work, and now I'm an executive director of a nonprofit myself. So when I get somebody like yourself who's doing amazing work that I feel like I can nudge and give a little bit of support, I want to make sure I do that.
Thank you so much.
No problem. And also, if you are not already, there's a are you a part of Blacks and Nonprofit, the Facebook group?
I am. I'm learning a lot on there as well.
Yeah, Dr. Rowe Thomas is like legit. She has like Facebook. She has Clubhouse groups that she runs like on a day-to-day basis, and I'm always listening to her. Great information. So the website, just to say again, is thevillageofsc.org. Make sure you go there, donate, find out what the list of things that they need. How else can we support you in addition to the things that we've already mentioned?
That's a good question. You could pray for me.
Always. That's easy. That's easy. Yes. We definitely can pray.
Yeah, but pretty much everything else, I think I've covered everything else.
Awesome. And if people want to find you on social media or anywhere, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I have a business page, and it's the Village of South Carolina Homeless Shelter and Services. If you want to reach me directly, you can call me or text me at 917-348-9616.
All right. Is that a Google number?
That is not a Google number.
See, I got to talk to you about that. Okay. Yeah, some people are like more liberal with giving out their personal numbers than others. So I'm like, Google number. That's all I'll say. Get a Google number. That way, when people call, they don't have your number. You're not putting your number on these here internets because weirdos be lurking. You feel me? I see Jay joining us. Is there anything you want to say to Jay? Because Jay seems to be a really big supporter.
Well, Jay actually is my brother.
Okay.
And he owns a t-shirt printing business, and he did the t-shirts for the homeless veterans telethon I did recently. And the business is called
All right, she froze up. She was talking about Jay's business. I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back. This is a weird night, y'all. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if it's her Wi-Fi. This is just a weird interview, y'all. I don't know what's going on. You went out, Miss Denise. I can't hear you. All right. So what we're gonna do? She's still frozen. Hopefully she'll be unfrozen in a second. She went out. She's gonna come back in, and then we're gonna wrap this interview because this is strange. I'm sorry, y'all. This doesn't happen. I feel really bad, but sometimes it happens like that. I'm sure she's gonna come back in, and we're gonna be able to wrap this interview. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap it. Return to Life Clothing and Custom Apparel. I see you, Jay. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for your sisters, for supporting your sister the way that you do, man. I wish that I wouldn't have had so much technical difficulties, but I'm gonna make sure that we make this right. When she gets rolling, once she gets her 501c3, we'll bring her back on so that we can advocate for her further, because her work needs to be highlighted and respected and represented in that way. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show because it has been nuts. Thank you to everybody who watched tonight. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties. This is not something that I'm proud of or represents the quality of Real Talk with ReZsaun, but sometimes these things happen. I will be bringing the sister back on, Miss Denise Tolbert. I will be bringing her back on so that we can talk about her work and the things that she's doing in the community, because we want to support her. I got you, Jay. If you would like to come on Real Talk with ReZsaun, I promise you there will not be these technical difficulties next time. But all you got to do is go to my website. That's www.realtalkwithreZsaun.com, and go to the Local Celebrity Spotlight and find out how to get on this show. Also, if you would like to watch another episode because you really wanted to watch this one and messed up, to find out if all of the episodes have these kind of technical difficulties, please do go to my website, www.realtalkwithreZsaun, or my YouTube page, or my Instagram, or anywhere else that you can find my show, and you will see it's normally a lot better than this, but we had a lot of technical difficulties. Sorry to keep saying that and keep making excuses, but it is what it is. Y'all end it there because it's been nuts. Always remember, God is everything, and without him, we are nothing, so never forget where your help comes from. And if a man doesn't stand for something, he's bound to fall for anything. Now that is Real Talk. I will see y'all next Wednesday, where my guest will be comedian Ms. Dee Kennedy. Join us, and I look forward to speaking to you then.